Sex, lies, and coercion. A local family court judge is accused of misconduct in office and violating the Code of Judicial Conduct.
David Winter is live at the Kenton County Courthouse with details on these charges. David, good evening.
Good evening, Kyle, and there are a lot of charges here. Judge Gentry has been walking through the doors of this courthouse since 2016 when Matt Bevin appointed her. Then she was in 2018 officially elected to the bench, and it was actually that election that is the basis for many of the charges in this document. This was Judge Gentry's official Facebook page before it was taken down today. She had been on the bench for almost 4 years before the JCC, the Judicial Conduct Commission, brought charges. Among other things, they include coercion to participate in her campaign, retaliation against employees, harassment and retaliation against an attorney, inappropriate hiring, and an inappropriate relationship with staff.
She's worried, devastated, wants to keep her job.
Stephen Ryan is Judge Gentry's attorney. He also sat on the JCC for 5 years. He filed an answer on the judge's behalf to the allegations, admitting to minor charges like leaving the office unattended, bringing her children and letting her staff bring children to the office, and not knowing that staff was consuming and storing alcohol at work. But she emphatically denies the more serious charges of coercion, retaliation, and an inappropriate relationship. Your client does deny having an improper sexual relationship with her staff. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe the answer speaks for itself.
The judge was using her power and authority for personal gain.
Mike Hummel is named in the commission's charges as one of Judge Gentry's victims. He served the judge as an attorney on a panel that would get assigned to represent children. He says he received dozens of emails urging participation in the campaign and an implied threat that if he did not play along, he would lose his panel position.
I certainly felt that way. Was it explicitly stated? No, it was not. But it was very clear that you were expected to work on the campaign. That meant actively going out into the community at least once a week, oftentimes more, and that you were expected to donate financially to the campaign as well.
Judge Gentry ended up winning her 2018 campaign, and Mike Hummel ended up losing his panel position. None of the charges in this document are criminal, but some of them are quite salacious. On page 8, it says, you engaged in sexual activity with staff in a courthouse office during work hours. One of the charges that the judge strongly denies. Now, the judge also, if found guilty of these charges, could be facing anything from just a public admonition to being removed from the bench. Reporting from Covington, David Winter, back to you in the studio, Kyle.
All right, David, thank you. A hearing will likely be scheduled for sometime next year. Judge Gentry will remain on the bench during those proceedings.